Guys, Wednesday. I want to start off by saying it's terrible to see that terrorism has made its way to Canada. If you guys haven't heard, there was an early morning attack on Parliament. For sure, one soldier, cowards, shot him in the back. I know one of the terrorists are dead. Hey, at least Canada has the common sense to call it what it is. Unlike douche skin Obama, you know, it's like a domestic issue or whatever, you know. Fact is that this piece of shit has lost total containment on his watch. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of weeks. So, enough politics. What are we looking at? What we're looking at is Lobster Lovers Beer. Says it's a porter. Sure doesn't look like a porter. 8.2%. Let's just hope that this isn't going to turn out just like the old Evil Neil 187 oyster beer. And the thing is that was actually from Bell's, one of my favorite breweries. I have yet to have anything other than that from Bell's that I haven't actually really liked. Top looks like that. And you know what? If this is a fail, I actually have something waiting in the wings. Something I've reviewed in the past, but a long time ago. It was before the E-scale, and I think it was also long before I had an appreciation of some of the high-end stuff. So we might be taking a look at that. If not, we'll throw it in there somewhere else. I'm not going to say what it is, but while I was watching that video, I completely forgot my first Glock was given to me by Tardisius, and it is a bottle opener. So as cool as some of the rest of those are, this is still badass. Thank you, Tardisius. It still gets used as a knife, but I was actually watching that video for that beer that we might look at if this sucks. And I was showing it in that video. Okay. See, this was I had this all worked out. Christine went to go run some errands and then pick up some chicken dinner for tonight, some mashed potatoes and gravy. Yeah. And I had it all timed out. Actually started the camera, and then the phone rang, and it was my buddy Dan, one of my computer gurus. And it's been a long time since I talked to him, so I aborted the whole brew review because we hadn't gotten to the bottle top part. So now, okay, well, it doesn't smell like lobster. It doesn't really smell like a porter. It's got kind of some sweet notes and let's just drink it. Well, first of all, 8.2% isn't really obvious. It has kind of it's almost like I don't really mean to use the words like a sweetened up IPA, but it's like the citrus hit of the IPA is gone, and in place it has kind of a caramely bread sweetness there, but yet it's not like sugary sweet. Almost a kind of a flowery note, you know, like flowers as in flower bed, not as in, you know, I'm going to make a pie, so I need some flour. And then you get kind of a bready, kind of a re-hit of the caramel, bread and caramel right at the very end, and the last thing that you're left with is almost the same kind of just bread, kind of an earthy bread of like an IPA. But damn, I mean I could be wrong, but I have personally yet to have a porter that wasn't, you know, dark, coffee-ish, kind of looking, as opposed to this, which is got a look of an IPA. Another one, I can honestly say I would be wrong on guessing on the alcohol percentage. So it's a good thing it says it on it. Otherwise, right now I'd be standing here telling you 5.5, maybe. I don't think it'd go much more than that, and yet it's supposed to be 8.2. I mean, you don't even get that alcohol burn when you rapidly drink it. At least there's no lobster in it. Okay. Lobster Lovers Beer from... I'm not even going to take a stab at that. Doesn't even look like it's English. 16.9 fluid ounces, 8.2% by volume. If someone just poured this in a mystery glass and told me to evaluate it and tell you what it is, I would probably say that it's almost an ale. Doesn't have enough of the citrus anything to it to categorize it as an IPA. I would never, I don't think I'd ever throw this as a porter. So you kind of get some knocks for that. Overall, where's it fall on the E scale? I would give this a 6. It's smooth. Doesn't smell bad. Has a decent flavor. It's not real overpowering on anything. And I guess if it really is 8.2%, you could get schnockered pretty fast without even knowing it with this. So I'll stick with that. I would normally lengthen this out a little bit, but you can blame it all on Dan. He messed it up for everybody. Damn it. Kidding, Dan. Okay. But before I go, what should we look at tomorrow? I had the backup in there. And a couple standbys in case things really sucked. Just look at the gorgeous woman in the bathtub with the flotation devices, and we'll. Do we do another one right away from? Or do we jump in and? I fear the travel downward has started. Tomorrow, let's look at Shiner FM 966 Farmhouse Ale. I'm sure it's gonna be awesome. This one is from Johnny. That one was from John Solar 283. The mystery beer. So, okay, guys. Again, terrible what went on today up in Canada, but it sounds like they dealt with it pretty fast. So, okay, guys. Cheers. Enjoy your Wednesday, and we will see you tomorrow, and we'll take a look at the Shiner.